Pisces, how are you? Let's do a reading for your current energy, shall we? As always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. So I sure appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. And if you appreciate what I do here, help me out. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel. And I would love to see my channel continue to grow. So let's see what is going on for all of my Pisces for the next 7 to 10 days. One more shuffle and we'll call it good, right? Let's see. Grateful, thankful for the messages from my Pisces, always. All right, first card out for you is the Two of Wands to the Page of Wands. You know, so listen, there's a direction you want to take and you're not really following it through with it. I mean, there is something that you really want to do, but with that Page of Wands coming in reverse, and it's something you really, really want, you know, it's just not happening. All right, that Page of Wands coming in reverse says that, you know, I would love to go in this direction, but I know if I do that, there is no turning back. Because if we look at this card, we see that this lizard's got it blocked. It looks like this cat is like, no, if you go, you're not coming back. And I think, you know, you just don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to make a decision that, you know, you realize, you know, once you make it, that's it. It's a done deal. And here you are in the Nine of Swords energy, really anxious and stressed about what your next move is going to be. So let's see what this is all about. And here again, you know, we have you being confused about making a decision about something that you already know what you want, all right? Because the Two of Wands, this is something I'm on fire about. This is something I really love. And yet I'm not able to do this because I'm afraid that if I do this, you know, and then I can't go back and, you know, fix it, you know, like I'm stuck. You know, once I make this decision, there is no turning back. And I think that has held you back. All right. And again, we have the Death card coming in. It's reversed, indicating that you are hanging on to a situation, even though you know you want to go in another direction. You want to end where it is that you're at and kind of start new. But again, there's these reservations of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if really this is what I really want to do. High Priestess, reversed in your recent past. All right, listen, your intuition has been telling you what to do. Your intuition, when it comes upside down in the tarot, you know, is like knocking on your door, all right? I just did this for Aquarius. If you're on the cusp of Aquarius, maybe you want to go look at that one. But, you know, when the intuition is here and it's reversed, you know, it's being loud. It's talking to you. It's telling you what to do. And the confusion is you're not listening to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you to do something and you're second guessing it. All right. Now we're in our head. All right. This is the energy of the Nine of Swords. This is you, you know, struggling with what to do. What should I do? I don't know. And it's affecting you. All right. It's affecting your sleep. It's affecting the people around you. It's affecting your work, everything. It's affecting you because you are in a state of confusion. You are not really sure about what you should really do, even though you know you're at that point where you're just hanging on to something by a thread and there's this other door that you really want to go through, says the Two of Wands, you know, that would really feed your soul, really make you feel really, really good, yet you hold back. All right, because here we have the Seven of Wands. You know, it's like you doubt yourself. You don't have the confidence in making this decision. You know, it's like you're sitting on the fence. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. You probably get up one morning, you're going to do it. And then you get up the next morning, you're not going to do it. Or it could be at the end of the day, no, never mind. It's not going to work. Because here we have the Knight of Swords coming in and it is reversed. So when I see the Knight of Swords energy coming in like this, this is saying, you know, you are not wanting to thrust yourself forward, you know, and go against maybe the competition, or maybe it's a little scary out there. And, you know, what if it doesn't work? Well, I'm going to say this to you. What if it does? You know, if it does work, it's magnificent, right? But if it doesn't work and you haven't even tried, you'll never know. So I feel like you are sitting on the fence right now, Pisces, and it's at a point where, you know, you need to like trust yourself, all right? Because these are all the reasons why it's not going to work, but it's reversed, all right? You know, this is imaginary. I think, you know, in life, we have to take chances. And I think you are at this point where maybe you should take a chance. Maybe you should make this decision that you've been wanting to make, and trust that this is what's going to guide you into the place where you want to be. Now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups, all right? So this is going to require you walking away from a situation. And I think this is where you sit on the fence. If you end this and walk away from it, it's not like you can go back, right? Because we saw that. You know, you can't go backwards. You can only move forwards. And if you make this decision to walk away from this relationship, this job, whatever it is, to do what it is you really want to do, you know, you want to make sure that you're not making a mistake. So here we do have the Five of Cups coming in reversed. You know, listen, you've been in a place where you've been disappointed. You're sad if this is a relationship. You've tried to make it work and it just seems to get more and more difficult. You want to hang in there, but you don't want to hang in there. I mean, it's one of those kind of energies, you know, and you've tried so hard to make something work, especially with the Death card coming in reversed. I mean, the Death card says, can we change this? Can we transform this energy into something brand new and really great? Here it's saying, you know, we've been trying to transform it. It's not working. You know, maybe it is time to cut the cord and go through this door and see what it is that we can actually do, what it is that you could open doors for you. You know, because there is a direction you want to take. You see that. Look how determined this guy is, you know, and it's something that really fuels your fire. This is what you want. This is what you really want to do. And here we have this Two of Swords coming in reverse. But, you know, I don't know. If I do this and it doesn't work, then what? And then I'm left alone, and then I don't have a job, and then, you know, all of the reasons why. That's what's in your head, you know. So you've got to get out of your head and ground yourself. And I think the best way to do that is to really kind of look at everything, the pros and the cons, you know, write it down, you know, do whatever you got to do, so that you can really see, you know, if you do decide to make this decision to go in a new direction, you know, that, you know, you protect yourself, you know, on the backside. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's about you being happy. And I just feel like you're not very happy. And for some of you, you end up in the energy of the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords here, he's upside down. When I see the King of Swords upside down, this is somebody who ends up being a little mean-spirited, not happy. Nothing is working out for me. Things are supposed to be in this order, and that's not working. You know, so now we're in this energy of like, you know, I want things to be in order, but it's going to require that, you know what you're doing. All right, so I don't feel like you should make this final decision without really understanding all of the ramifications, you know. If I end this job, you know, I'm going to be left without a job. Do I have enough money to do that? Do I have the things in place for me to start making money as soon as I walk away? That's a question you need to ask if this is a relationship. And you want to walk away from a relationship. It's like, can I stand on my own? You know, is it okay? Do I really love this person? Do I really want to hang in there? Do I really want to see whether or not I can make a change? You know, I just feel as if, you know, for you, Pisces, there is this energy of you wanting to branch out on your own. You wanting to do something on your own. Because things are not working with this Three of Pentacles coming in reversed. You know, this is an energy of collaboration, of you being able to, you know, work with others. Maybe you've been wanting to do something all on your own, you know, because this is a very independent energy of like, well, I'm going to try seeing if I can make this happen and start my own business. Or, you know, maybe I'm going to see what it feels like to just be on my own. You know, I just feel as if, you know, you need to get out of this place of being confused and just kind of look at everything objectively, you know, and it's like, if I do walk away, you know, am I going to be okay? You know, rather than in your head and all of the stories, you know, check and make sure that you have everything in place before you make a break. You know, if you're going to stay, you know, make sure that, you know, you're okay staying. But, you know, all of the cards here is saying, you know, follow your intuition, all right? I'm telling you what to do. Your intuition is telling you exactly what to do. It's up to you as to whether or not you really want to listen to it. So I think this is where you're at. You're at the point of, you know, about to make a big decision, and you just need to be really, really clear. And you need to trust that your intuition and what you really honestly are feeling is going to guide you into the direction that you really want to go in. So with that being being said, Pisces, that's what I've got for you for this upcoming week. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. I sure appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button and be happy, be healthy, be kind, and I'll see you later. Bye now.